Man, I was having a good day, right? I was having a good day until I saw this take by Gilbert Arenas, who thinks the Cleveland Cavaliers got the steal of the draft. Now, in case you guys don't know, okay, the Cleveland Cavaliers drafted Imani Bates at 49. Okay, the 49th pick in the draft was Imani Bates. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't have a chance to be the steal of the draft. I'm not saying he doesn't have a chance to be a starter, but they say people lie and numbers don't. Well, the numbers don't for Imani Bates. I hate to say that, but I get why people like Imani Bates, and even I was like really high on him. Like I thought he had the ability to be very good. He was like player of the year or like runner up to player of the year or whatever in high school, like next to Chet Holmgren. But the thing is, Imani Bates has not played well on the college level at any fucking level, unfortunately. Like he played in the AAC at Memphis, who played significantly harder teams, by the way. And he put up damn near identical stats playing in the Mid-Atlantic Conference for the NCAA. And the best teams there are Toledo and Kent State. Right, Akron's in there, Ball State is in there, Ohio is in there, which it's not Ohio State, it's just Ohio. But like most of the teams in this conference suck. Buffalo, their overall record is 15-17. Northern Illinois is 13-19. Miami 12-20. Bowling Green 11-20. Central Michigan 10-21. Eastern Michigan, the team that Imani Bates played for, went fucking 8-23. Western Michigan went 8-23. Eastern Michigan went 5-13 inside their conference. Like, their win percentage is .278%. At away, they played horrible. They played 2-13 on the road. I mean, they played better at home, 6-7. But, like, Imani Bates was the number one player on that team. Now, I understand, like, he doesn't exactly have the cream of the crop to work with his teammates. But when he went to Memphis, he did. And Imani Bates, when he played at Memphis, got exposed. I'm just going to call it what it is. He got exposed. Because it's no longer in high school where you're playing against guys that are really not your fucking size. Okay, like, Imani Bates is like, what, 6'8", 6'9"? I mean, in high school, you're not going to play a lot of players that are 6'8", 6'9". You're just not. Like, it may be more commonplace nowadays, but, like, for, like, even then, it's, like, it's very, like, rare that you play against somebody that's that fucking tall, right? And that's actually, like, as good as Imani Bates was, okay? And I thought maybe I was wrong, right? I thought, like, maybe Gilbert Arenas had been watching him all year or something, you know, like, I thought for sure, like, maybe something had changed. But, like, I'm actually, like, kind of even more convinced that Imani Bates is not an NBA level player. Like, Gilbert Arenas went to the point of calling Imani Bates a starter. I'm like, the 49th pick, my G? 49th? And you think he's going to be a starter? No, he'll be lucky to make a fucking G League roster. Okay? Because Imani Bates has so many glaring flaws in his game. I get it. When Gilbert Arenas played, consistency really didn't matter. You know, like, if you could shoot 42% from the field and make, like, what, 34% of your three-point shots, you were like an elite level player in the NBA. But times have changed, okay? You gotta shoot 40% from three now to be good. You gotta shoot like 80% from the free throw line to be considered good. You gotta shoot like upwards of 45% from the field to be considered an efficient scorer. Well, Imani Bates, he played at Memphis and then transferred to Eastern Michigan, and literally nothing has changed. Nothing about Imani Bates' game has changed. In fact, I would argue the only thing that has gotten significantly better is his free throw shooting. Like, he went to Eastern Michigan, okay, and his stats were like literally fucking identical to Memphis. When he was at Memphis, he shot 38% from the field. Eastern Michigan, 40%. He from the three-point line at Memphis, 32.9, like 0.329%. Okay, 32%, basically 33. Eastern Michigan, 33%. At Memphis, 64% from the free throw line. Eastern Michigan, 78% from the free throw line. A lot better. Significant improvement. Offensive rebounds, identical almost. Okay? Defensive rebounds, okay, he got 3 more per game pretty much at Eastern Michigan. But assists were identical, steals were identical, blocks were identical, turnovers were identical, personal fouls were more at Michigan, but he played 10 more minutes a game at Michigan. But the fact of the matter is, Imani Bates went to an easier conference to play in. Scored 19.2 points per game because he got 15 shot attempts per game. Which, I hate to break it to you, but those are not good numbers. That means boys shot 40% from the fucking field. And the strength of schedule between Eastern Michigan and Memphis is night and day. I mean, we're talking about a kid who transferred from one D1 school to another to an easier conference, played in a significantly easier league with an easier schedule, and put up the same fucking numbers. The strength of schedule at Memphis was 7.86. 0 is average, okay? At Eastern Michigan, his strength of schedule was negative 1.88. Now, I don't like to shit on players a lot, but Imani Bates will be lucky to be a bench player. There are so many things that are wrong with his game, okay? He's not an elite level defender. His shot selection is fucking terrible. His offensive consistency is like non-existent. I mean, like, Imani Bates is like a J.R. Smith type of player. He's only going to take 3-point shots ever in his fucking career. And you don't know what you're going to get night in and night out. You might come out and get Imani Bates, who literally shoots fucking 2 of 17 from the field. He had a game, Imani Bates, if you look at his game logs for 2022-2023, he had a game against Toledo. I kid you not. Okay, he shot 0.83%. My dog played 26 minutes and shot 1 of 12 from the fucking field. He's had some good games. He had one game against Toledo where he scored 43 points, but a month later, he plays Toledo again, scores 4 points and shoots 2 of 17. I mean, he shot 2 of 12 on 2-pointers. I mean, that's not good. That's not NBA level production. I'm sorry. You shoot 2 of 12 from twos? You're not making layups or mid-range jumpers? I don't want to count him out because I actually like Imani Bates. Like, I like him as an athlete, but like, he's got the off-court issues. He went to play in an easier conference. Nothing changed other than the fact that he just got a shit ton more of shot attempts. He sucks at creating space off the dribble. He's not a good defender. He's inconsistent offensively. His shot selection is fucking garbage. I mean, what are we talking about? Like, I get it. We're not immune to former NBA players having shitty takes because Kendrick Perkins does it all the fucking time. But like, come on, man. Like, this just screams to me Gilbert Arenas has only seen Imani Bates' high school tape and has not watched any of his college tape. I mean, because the fact of the matter is, if Gilbert Arenas did watch some of Imani Bates' college tape, he would understand that Imani Bates is not NBA. He's not an NBA level player. He's just not. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that can't change, okay? Because anything is possible, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could go into the G League and become a whole lot better and become a way better player. But, like, to say he's a starter on the Cavaliers, he shouldn't even be the number one. Donovan Mitchell should not be the number one option anymore is what they're talking about. Like, they literally is like, one of the guys is like, I don't think Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland's the number one option anymore. What? Like, I'm sorry, but Imani Bates couldn't even wipe Donovan Mitchell's fucking jock strap in a game of one-on-one. Okay? Like, Donovan Mitchell would fucking murder him in one-on-one. I get why people like Imani Bates. I hope he plays well. I'm actually glad to see him get a shot in the NBA, but he's not going to be taking the floor for the Cavaliers. I just want people to understand that now, okay? He's not going to be in a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey until, like, the end of the season when it's fucking garbage time and the playoffs are decided. They might call him up from the G League or whatever and give him some burn then, but he's not. I don't even think he's going to be on the fucking bench for them. Like, if he's on the bench, I'd be a little shocked, but like, he's not better than Cedi Osman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Yeah, maybe, like, Cleveland only took him to take a flyer on him because he fell so low in the draft. Like, Imani Bates, is the potential there? Yeah. But we've seen time and time again now when he plays against people that are at his skill level, who are as good as him, and in some instances, probably even fucking worse than him if you're playing at Eastern Michigan, and he still can't get it done. Like, he can't have an efficient season. Nothing has changed. Nothing about Imani Bates' game has improved since he went to Memphis and transferred to Eastern Michigan. And at least if Imani Bates would have stayed at Michigan, you have really good coaching around you. I think Penny Hardaway was the fucking head coach when you were there. Like, the whole problem with this move for Imani Bates is it all looks weak. Okay, his transfer from Memphis to Eastern Michigan because he wants to be closer to his family. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not buying that. I think Imani Bates just realized at Memphis that he wasn't good enough to play there. Then he goes to Eastern Michigan. Like, I think he wanted more shot attempts. They gave him more shot attempts, and literally nothing changed. Like, look up his stats. Look up Imani Bates' stats from the 2023 NBA season and compare it to the 2021-2022 NBA season where he played at Memphis. I get that he only played 18 games for Memphis and only started 13 of them, but the stats are literally the fucking same across the board. Like, the biggest improvement he had was in free throw percentage, which is good. That's helpful. And he averaged 2 more rebounds a game. Okay, he went up 2% in field goal percentage because he got to jack 16 shots a game. I mean, I'm sorry, it's not good. Anytime you take 16 shots a game and you're only able to average 19.2, like Dog takes 16 shots a game and can't even average 20 points a game. Like, that should tell you. That should tell you he's not a good fucking player. So, I don't know, man. You know what? I hope Imani Bates gets better. I hope he's given opportunity and gets some good coaching around him in Cleveland. He's, like I said, he's probably going to play in the fucking G League somewhere. Does Cleveland even have a G League team? I think they do. Cavs G League team. Okay, so yeah, they do. They do have a G League team. The Chargers or whatever. The Cleveland Charge is their team. Yeah, he's going to be playing in the fucking G League. So, I don't know, man. I just wanted to talk about this because, like, I'm kind of tired of this narrative. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, he's obviously not the player that people think he is. Like, I get, like, you know how high I was on Cassius Stanley, man? Like, as a Pacers fan, I watched Cassius Stanley all throughout high school and thought I knew everything about him. I was like, he's going to be a fucking phenomenal player. And now, where is he? He's playing in the fucking G League. Same thing as Imani Bates. Uber athletic, 6'8", 6'7". I think Cassius Stanley's like 6'6", and Imani Bates is like 6'8". But both uber athletic, just, they suck at, like, they're fundamentally not good basketball players. So, I don't know, man. You know what? I can't believe I'm finally calling out No Chill Gil for something, but this take is fucking wild. Imani Bates will play in the G League. He will not be playing for the Cavaliers. Like, I would be shocked if Imani Bates suits up for the Cavaliers this year. They might call him up a couple times and, like, just to see. But, like, I feel like the only time we're going to see the Imani Bates suit up in a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey is when somebody gets injured and towards the end of the season when the playoffs are already decided. Like, when your seeding is already decided. That's the only time I see them calling him up. And even then, it's like, how many minutes is he really going to get? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they going to give him, like, 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes a game? Maybe 8 minutes a game? I mean, it doesn't look promising. And I'm just tired of everybody riding the Imani Bates train like he's going to be this super amazing fucking player. Like, he's going to be the next Vince Carter. Like, he got picked at 49 for a fucking reason. So, I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying there's not a chance that he ends up being the steal of the draft. It could be. I hope he is. But it doesn't look good. That's all I'm saying, okay? Like, go watch some fucking tape on him, and you'll be like, okay, like, he's a chucker. That's what he is. That's what Imani Bates is. He's a chucker. So, tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. A like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.